whole bunch of babies. Patches, no. Patches, no. Patches. I don't want you guys in there. Get out. Get out. Shh. 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 What do we do about these babies? More. Look at you all.
Bigger than the frames, and then I'm going to make leaves, and then I'll come back and we'll cut them with the plasma cutter. It's kind of unavoidable to be dirty here. It's not dirty. Gina says it's not dirty. It's perfect.
No, it's a workshop.
It's a workshop. We're supposed to be dirty.
Zara, workshop.
It's a workshop.
Yeah.
We're men.
Yeah.
Men are dirty.
No.
Men are not dirty.
No.
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 Yes, they are. Okay, so here we go.
Okay, so I'm on my way out and I just finished coming back from Dieter's where I do my welding, and I made like a whole bunch of little fish and some starfish that are supposed to fit into a frame. Here's the frame. I got 7 frames like this from a hotel, and they wanted some artwork to fill the frame, and they're willing to pay like 20 bucks for each one, and there's 7 frames. So that's basically like working more than a week where I was. Anyways, I feel kind of guilty because I was playing hooky for the past 2 days from work. I mean, I sent him a letter and told him I wouldn't be there, but I'm not there. I am going right now to that old job to speak to my old boss to try to, you know, keep some doors open. I don't want to burn any bridges, but I just can't continue there any longer. So I'm gonna take a little walk down there and basically quit, or maybe be able to work when I come back from Toronto. I'm not really keen on it, but it's nice to have that option open. I really need to make a lot of different changes here, and I don't want to shut any maybe possible opportunities for survival down. The last video I did, I was telling you what a spammer I am, and I'm no longer a spammer. I just couldn't do it. I lasted almost 2 months. I think that's pretty good. So now I need to attend the garden because I've really been neglecting it. And can you believe it? Look at this pile. You remember the video that I did throwing all these over the wall? We might have to do that again. Again, the path is full of weeds, so that's the next thing that I'll have to do. I don't miss the other job. The best part about it, I mean, everyone was okay, except there was one woman who's kind of a jerk. It kind of doesn't make the job very nice. But regardless of her, everybody else was great. And the best part about the job really was the massage parlor next door. So they do like special massages, you know what I mean? And so you'd see all these guys coming in the massage parlor and looking all uncomfortable as they walked in, and sort of oddly uncomfortable as they walked out again. So that was kind of entertaining, I guess. However, kind of weird, you know, living in a place like this, how I've been able to stay away since I don't deal with tourists that much anymore. I've been able to stay away from a lot of what goes on here. Here I am, minding my own business, being a spammer. I call a funeral home in Michigan, and the guy is so upset that he's got a solicitor that he calls me a prostitute. And I'm thinking, he's all the way over there, I'm all the way over here, and there's still prostitute language involved. Anyway, it's just not for me. I was gonna do a mural, and that's another story. Maybe I'll tell it when. How lovely some people can be and kind of like waste your time. I might not do the mural, we'll see. And I've been doing a couple of videos here and there for property homes. And there is a class that just started here on my roof. We're trying to figure out a way so that the rain doesn't come in, because it kind of gets rainy up here when it rains. But we're gonna do jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Okay, so we'll see if that works out. I don't think that's gonna work out. But this floor is amazing. And I really haven't been in shape lately. I haven't really been doing huge amount of physical activity that I like to do. Of course, I'm not teaching ballet anymore. If any of you know my old channel, you'll see the last thing I did was my ballet class. But I'm no longer doing that, so I hope that this will kind of, you know, re-inspire me to do that. Plus, I'm gonna learn a little bit, and there's lots of activity up here, so it's kind of cool. So that's in the evening. There's a girls' class tonight, so it's gonna be the last time it was rained out, so it's gonna be my first girls' class of fighting. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so regarding the mural that I was gonna do, oh look, and we pulled down all of these. It's at the perfect time to make a bunch of patigones. They're a yummy Costa Rican treat that I will show you how to make if you ever have these. And I want some Costa Rican help to make them so I can make them really authentic style. What else do I have to do? I need to spray in here. I went to the Muni this morning and I'm trying to put out some fires regarding paperwork. I also, since my last video, I did book my flight to Toronto. So I've got about 5 weeks until I go. So there's plenty of work to do before I leave. Thank goodness I got the other day my doggy Patchies arranged for. So that's one thing that I don't have to think about at the moment. Lots of little flies. Basically, this is something that I do every single morning. I gotta pick up all these fallen starfruit. There's a big family of raccoons that have been waking me up in the morning, and they've been sort of bothering me and Patchies in the evening, and if I leave anything out, they're in it. The last time that I grew a pineapple, it was my first pineapple, and I waited 1 day too long. I thought, oh, I'm gonna wait for just a few more days and it'll be perfect, and then I'll do this video of my first pineapple. And then that evening, when Raccoon got to it and ate it before I did. But look, this has been there in this pot here on the ground for almost a year. So it's finally sprouting some fruit. But it's such a shallow pot, I'm surprised that it even is fruiting. Kind of cool. And I've got like a million oranges up here that I have to take care of. I kind of feel like going upstairs and dancing. I'm just so inspired to use the place. There's so much work that I have to do around here, and I'm kind of like, well, I'm not charging for the place, not only because rain gets up there in the rainy season, but because I have a lot of work that could be done here. I have some paint and it hasn't been painted, and of course there's always gardening to do, so maybe these guys are gonna actually help me around here. They're the ones that picked all this fruit for me off the tree, so I didn't have to do the climb up. Is that gonna make me lazy? Nah, I'm just gonna get other things done. So they're gonna help me with that and then inspire me to be more physically active with all the classes up there and learn some martial arts. And so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna go upstairs and just like move about because those mats are so much fun to play with. I think that it's not a bad thing to get sort of more, I don't know, physically fit for some changes that might take place soon.